Hi, in this video we are going to see how we can use our ls command in a very similar way like we used our cd command. So remember, right now I'm in my home directory by default, and if I do an ls command, this will display the contents of my home directory, and we can verify that using the graphical file manager. So here is my home directory, and as you can see, here are the same files that you see right here. Okay, so we said that the / represents our root directory, and so if you did ls space /, this will display the contents of your root directory. And also we said that the tilde represents the home directory, and so if you said ls space tilde, this will also display your contents or the contents of your home directory. We can also use the two dots, which represents the parent directory. So for example, let's go to our desktop here. Now let's go to the desktop, yeah, and let's go to directory 1. Let's change to directory 1. If I do an ls, I will have like two files here, namely directory 2 and dogs, and we can verify that. Yeah, right here in my directory 1 I have two files, directory 2, which is this one, and dogs, which is a text file. Okay, so right now if I do a pwd, which is print working directory, I can see my absolute path name. I am currently at directory 1. However, if I do an ls space two dots, this will display the contents of my parent directory, which is my desktop in this case. And so as you can see, we can use the two dots, we can use the /, we can use the tilde, exactly like we did with the cd command. However though, we cannot use ls space dash by itself. It will tell you no such file or directory, and so you might be tempted to use ls space dash to list the contents of your previous directory. Remember, the cd space dash will take you to your previous working directory, but the dash does not work with the ls command this way. Okay, so just be careful of that. Also, you can actually list the contents of a file by using its absolute path name. So for example, let's go back to the root directory. Right now in my root, right? What if I want to display the contents of my desktop? I can use the absolute path name. So I can say home Caberi desktop, and right now, yeah, as you can see, I used the absolute path name, and it displayed the contents of my desktop. You can also use the relative path name. So if I go to my home directory, now I can say ls space dot / desktop, and as we said, / you can omit /, right? So this will display the contents of my desktop, but this time I used the relative path name instead of the absolute path name. And so, however, as we said before, if you did not include the /, this will give you the same result. So it's your option. You can choose which one do you prefer. Do you want to include the /, or do you want to include it, or if you don't want to include it, it's fine. They will both produce the same results. I think if you don't include it, it will save you some typing. And so in the Linux world, we usually strive for shortcuts and stuff like that. So basically, I never include the / when I use the relative path name. Okay, so in this video we know that we learned that we can use the ls command with the tilde, with the /, with the two dots, and we said that we can use it with an absolute path name, and we can also use the relative path name. So that's it for this video. Ciao.